everyone, my name is Catherine Porzy and I am going on the world race in just a few days, and I wanted to show you guys how I packed my bag or my couple of bags and what's inside of them. So I hope you enjoy. So somehow I'm going to get all of this into that bag. So this is my REI Traverse 60-liter pack. This is basically what's going to be going on my back throughout the whole race, and it contains pretty much everything I have. It comes with this handy dandy little smaller bag that attaches to the front, or it can attach to the top of the bag, and I'll kind of go through that a little bit later. So this is my Sea to Summit pack converter, or also called an airporter. Essentially all this is just a way to easily transport my big pack in the airport, and it keeps it from getting caught in any of the conveyor belts too. Here is my sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag liner is actually for warm and humid days, and I actually tucked it inside of my sleeping bag and it looks like this. But I ended up using the packaging for that for some of my essential oils that you'll see later on in this video. So this is my tent, and it also has the rain fly within it. So the rain fly basically protects the tent while it rains and kind of goes over it. It's all stuffed within this medium-sized compression sack that I got on Amazon, and it basically helps me to just scrunch it a little bit more so I can fit it in my pack better. It is a medium and it probably could use a small, but it does the job. Here are the footprint and stakes. So the footprint goes on the bottom underneath the tent, and the stakes help to secure the tent into the ground. I just wanted to show you where I'm putting that footprint and the stakes. It's right in the back of that smaller pack that's attached to the larger pack. This is my mosquito net, and I got a double just to fit my double tent, but we'll see if I really need the double or if a single will work during the world race. This is my Thermarest Neo Air sleeping pad. So basically, if you were to think of a mattress, this is it for the world race. And it comes with a bag that I can actually blow up with my breath, which tried that, didn't really work great. So I'm using it to kind of put air inside of it just by gathering it in the bag and then pumping it through. It doesn't come with a pump necessarily, and I think it would just be too much weight if I had a pump too. I am bringing 3 pairs of shoes. My first pair are the sneakers, and then I am bringing kind of shower shoes, and the third are some Chacos. I hadn't heard of them before the world race, but I think I finally broke them in. Inside my toiletry bag, I have 1 bar of Dove soap inside of a container, 2 exfoliating gloves in lieu of a washcloth. I then have shampoo and conditioner, travel size, a clinical strength deodorant because I need it, CeraVe face lotion, a razor with 2 razor heads, toothbrush with a mouthpiece, and I also have a toothpaste, travel size. And I have a razor for my mustache because I am Italian. I am bringing wipes, and I ended up taking out a significant portion, probably 2/3 of this package of 72 wipes, just to save space and some weight. Here are about 10 dryer sheets, just for when, things get a little stanky. And I also have 2 sneaker balls just for when my shoes also get a little bit, stinky. I just wanted to give you a close-up of the Repel insect repellent, just because I had a couple questions about it, but it's majority just DEET inside of it, so it should work for mosquitoes and all the other bugs. Yay, onto clothing. So here is the Turkish towel that I decided to go with, and basically it has really good reviews about not holding on to odors and that like mildew smell, and also it tends to be softer and more versatile. Funny enough, this is actually the bag that my sleeping bag came in, and I figured though that I could use it as both a bag to carry some of my clothes and also use it as a dirty bag. I am putting all of my underwear, socks, and bras in. I am bringing 8 pairs of socks, 16 pairs of underwear, 2 sports bras, and 2 regular bras. Stuffed in here too, I also have my bathing suit. So I have all of my clothes within packing cubes, and this seems to be the best way to organize, and just from prior recommendations from videos that I've watched, it seems like this organizes the clothes best and it saves you from a lot of trouble trying to search through your bag throughout the race to find a piece of clothing. So I am bringing 1 long skirt, a dress, and 6 bottoms. I have a pair of pajama pants, a pair of jeans, a pair of joggers, some spandex shorts to go under the joggers, and 2 shorts that are a good length for the race. You can see here that I'm bringing 8 tops. I have 1 light sweatshirt, I have a plaid shirt that's long sleeved, I have 2 solid color shirts that are best probably for the skirt or other outfits. I have a few tees, and then I have a workout shirt, and I actually have a pillowcase. That's what's on the left side. I just decided to stuff it in here because there was a little extra space.
Okay, so we're gonna try and get everything into this bag. So let's get started.
So first thing I'm putting in my bag is my tent and rainfly, just stuffing that at the very bottom and putting in vertically, as well as my sleeping bag right next door to that. I ended up switching the sides of the sleeping bag and tent, and it seemed to fit a lot better. Just kind of depends on your pack. Next, I am taking my mosquito net and I'm just stuffing it in between the sleeping bag and tent where there's some space. Next, my sandals seem to fit best on top of the tent just because there was a little bit of an unleveled surface between the sleeping bag and tent. Per the recommendation of my father, I decided to lay the towel kind of flat and not ball it up. This definitely saves some space. Next, I decided to put the packing cubes vertically on either side of the bag. It seems to give a little bit of space in the middle just to pack some other things. The tent poles can fit right in between both of those bags. And the sleeping pad can also go right in the middle too. So after stuffing the tent poles and the sleeping pad in the middle, the undergarments can fit right in between those two.
I want to show you what my cat is doing because she's helping me a lot. Hi Luna. Do you want to come on the world race? Yeah? Okay. Maybe I can fit you in.
So I'm putting all of these smaller bags right in the front pocket. So I actually think this is one of my favorite features of the pack. It's this small little section in the back of the smaller bag, and that is where I'm putting my tent footprint and stakes. So another hack that my dad emphasized, as well as other YouTube videos that I've watched, is putting things in vertically, and that is what I'm doing here.
I have this smaller pack, and when I bought the 60 liter pack, it was actually attached, and I'll show you, to the very front here. But I found as I was packing, there's no way I was going to be able to fit that inside of the airporter. So I did go and try putting it on top, and I think that's the way to do it. So let me kind of adjust this here. You can see here, I'm actually just putting it, attaching it to some of the buckles. I have found that there are seriously buckles for everything on this thing. I didn't even know they had some of these buckles, but I'm just using them and hoping that this is what they're made for. But again, that attaches to the top, so it's less like depth and more height on this backpack. So again, it looks pretty solid right now. So the only thing I have not packed in this bag, at least for what's going in here, are my sneakers, and I'm gonna be wearing them to the airport just to save space. Let me show you what it looks like when this is on. Oh my goodness. Wow. I am not prepared. This is what it looks like. Full 360, and I almost toppled. Okay.
So if you're wondering what this is my pack converter or airporter, and man, this was a struggle. I did a couple trials of this, and it just takes a couple times of practice, I think, to get it down, but finally got it to zip up on both sides, so that is a win in my book. This is my carry-on REI Trail 25, and let's look inside. This is my Eagle Creek packing cube, and it has various items in it, including some of my journals and also some technology. So here you can see I have my Passport Health travel guide, a couple of journals, a prayer guide for the persecuted church, and some pens, pencils, and highlighters. Here is a travel charger, headphones, a connecting wire, charging cube, and another SD card for my GoPro. And this is all going to go into the zipped compartment on the top part of the Eagle Creek packing cube. So here I have my GoPro, a few of the extra accessories for the GoPro, a couple of wires, an extra hard drive, and an outlet converter. Inside my first aid bag, I have my first aid kit, my thermometer, some cream, some Advil, Imodium, vitamin C emergency, Neosporin, this really cool universal tool that my friend Leah gave me, a spork, a couple rolls of first aid tape, some cough drops, some more cough drops, and some even more cough drops. Inside of my toiletry bag, I have my essential oils, and this is the sleeping bag liner bag that I was talking to you about earlier. I have tea tree oil, peppermint, and some lemongrass. I then have some plastic baggies, a nail kit, a travel-sized hairbrush and mirror, a beautiful bracelet that my aunt gave me, some hair ties and bobby pins, some makeup, a tweezer, some chapstick, and some perfume. Everything you see here is going in the packing cube except for my N95, but just some medication, a flashlight, and some memory cards. I'm using my sleep mask baggie to contain my masks, my earplugs, and my eye mask. So this will be my wallet on my world race, and I am bringing my passport, my yellow fever card, my ID, and any cards that I need, as well as money.
And so I'm going to try and pack my small pack. I'm just going to put my computer case right into the computer slot. Slides right in. The next is my Eagle Creek bag with all of my technology and some of my journals and everything. So that is a big one. So this is going to head right in here. Takes up the majority of the space, as you can see. Just going to put in my toiletry bag, and I'm just going to kind of squeeze it inside here. So I'm just going to hope that it fits here. I'm going to take my first aid kit and put it right next door. Next, I'm going to take my Bible and I'm going to slide that right in to the top here. I'm going to sneak this little guy right down the side here. Here is my N95. I'm just going to place that as well right down the middle here. Now I'm going to take all of my smaller items and put it in this zip bag right in the front here.
Last one is a mango one.
Just adding the Orbit gum and my headphones. Next, I'm going to put my glasses and my sunglasses right on the inside here. Now the attempt to close this thing. This is all stuffed in here, nice and heavy. Just my water bottle, right on the side here. So my jacket, I'm actually going to slide through these little bits on the bag. So it's just more of like some areas that you can usually attach like a carabiner or something like that. But I'm actually going to slide my jacket right through here because there is absolutely no space to fit it inside the bag. Okay, so I just put it on there. It looks super sloppy here, but I'm gonna fix it before I leave. But essentially, it's just putting it in between those strings. The last thing is my pillow, and this is just gonna attach to the very front by a carabiner, and I'm just gonna attach it right to one of those little loopholes. Again, this is my carry-on. I just want to thank everyone for all of your support. The support goes from a word of encouragement to everything that you see in this video is support raised and what people either have donated by funds or have given to me personally as a gift, including this GoPro. So I just want to thank everyone who has been a part of my journey so far, and I just can't wait to have you guys see what God does over the next year and how He uses your generosity to further His kingdom. So I just wanted to throw that out there and thank everyone from the bottom of my heart, because I could never thank you enough.